They'd love the Ties to score. We'll hear a big roar if they do. That much we do know. Now, you must be 2 metres away from the ball, and that is what the referee is just making sure. See a little bit going on there. Vitoon just trying it with the block, and it's all happening. And just hacked clear in the end by Carlos. Bit of a risk and a chance there. Long-range shot drilled forwards. Jared it was, and handball there against Ricardo. Not happy with that one.
Yeah, you can see that again. He gets very frustrated.
There's the referee jumping out of the way again. Well, Ricardo felt that he was pulled back. Play allowed to continue. That's a poor ball. Huerton. Oh, another strong challenge there. Ricardo goes to ground. The free kick's been given.
I don't know who committed the foul. There was 2 players who actually got close to him. He's not happy at all. Ricardo showing his frustration. The referee is again.
Well, the clock is ticking. You do have to say the Brazilians are looking good for their lead. And well, it was the goalkeeper that had the shot, and you can see there Adilson nearly got caught out because it got blocked, and he was all out of position. Huerton fighting and battling. Well, you can see there Brian just going down to ground and just trying to block that near post area. Good goalkeeping from him.
Difference between the 2 sides is that the Brazilians don't run with it. The Ties just want to keep running with it. I think it's already been proven that you can't run with the ball. You just have to get it forward as quick as possible.
That's where we talked about you need the big man to hold it all up, because then you can wait for your runners to come. There you can see, I mean, he's doing a magnificent job there. Ricardo held the ball up, dragged 2 players in, and has drawn the foul. And that's what you need in this game if you're playing at this fast and furious pace.
Yeah, that's the difference. I mean, I've been talking before about you need quick players, players with agility, but you do need that bit of strength in any level of football, any type of football. Strength is quite important.
It doesn't matter whether you're playing beach football, whether you're playing Premier League, whether you're playing in the World Cup, or whether you're playing Tiger Street football, you do need to be physically strong. 10 seconds to go in this first period. Just trying to be a little bit too clever on that occasion was Samran. Oh, the little lob nearly did the keeper, and he has to come and volley it forwards. Parinha, oh, and a long-range shot right on the buzzer. What a goal that is from Fabio. That's the first goal he's scored in this competition. But what it's done is it's given the Brazilians a 4-0 half-time lead, and there's absolutely no way back for the Ties now, really, is the ball.
There's no chance. I just wonder if I'm actually going to see a better goal than that, to be honest. Even the camera couldn't keep up with that one.
It was a stunning strike. He just reacted on the volley and just pushed it goal-bound. Gave Parinha absolutely no chance whatsoever. So in the first half of the first semi-final, We Kick FC trail Florianopolis by 4-0 in this Tiger Street Football Thailand edition. And you can see there Adilson still not happy with 1 or 2 things that are happening and just gestating to the officials. Brazilians look calm and cool. They did in Singapore as well. They did have one little issue where it looked as though they were going to get caught. As we see the highlights from that first period, it started so well. It was a great strike from Ricardo.
It certainly was. I mean, it's very similar to the volley with the last goal we saw, but not as far out.
Is this 2 assists now then from the keeper? Because Huerton there was just Johnny on the spot and just flicked it in. There is the save, and a good save it was from Adilson. Adilson just pokes it forwards, and the next thing you know, it's 3-0.
That's the difference.
That's 3 assists from the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So it's a very, very important player, Paul, not just saving the ball, but actually getting the ball forwards as well.
Well, I mean, yes, we know he's a goalkeeper. We know he can save the ball, but he can play football as well. That's what you need. You do need an outfield player in goal.
Well, he has to, and it's very, very important when it comes to this style of football. You need that extra man. If you're losing, you can always push on a little bit. The goalkeeper is critical at trying to keep possession of the ball and moving things forwards. So 4-0 at half-time. It is going to be the Thai side. We Kick FC. They'll get us underway at the beginning of this second period, so 6 more minutes to go. As the ball just fizzes forwards. Be nice for them to score a goal. I do feel, though, that maybe their day was a little bit earlier on when they did beat the Dutch side. The Street Legends, which actually Edgar Davids set up and formed in 2005, so it's going to be interesting to see them in our next semi-final. There's Huerton battling and fighting for it. It's gone out. Everyone with their hands on their heads. The ball doesn't hit them. But you can see, look, the hordes of fans behind. Everybody wanting to catch a glimpse of this great tackle. Good challenge there from Fabio. Free kick given for the high foot, so looking to take it quickly is Jadot. Jadot gets it forwards. The referee jumps on there. Was that a foul? It looked as though his shirt was being tugged there by Ricardo. Samran not strong enough on that occasion.
We're seeing a difference here. Yes, they play a different kind of football as Brazilians do to we kick, but look at the size of them as well. They're big, all big lads as well. Not only skillful, but they're big and strong.
Well, I can testify to that because when I was there with them in Singapore, they're as big as me. They're 6 foot and they're strong, big, physical boys. Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
That's making such a big difference as well. We kick just can't get anywhere near them. They're just too strong from. They can all hold the ball, but they're swatting them off like flies.
Good run again forwards from Fabio. Great feed from a defender. Not what you'd really expect, but
he's Brazilian.
I was just going to say, Paul, I don't think. Well, I know I didn't. I'm sure I don't think I've seen you in your career going forwards like that.
No, I went forward, but a lot of the times I would never take the ball with me.
There it is, bouncing, bobbling around, fist forward yet again, and the little flick inside from Ricardo, looking for Hewerton. And there was a push there. Get it? Guilty as charged.
Fouls are given away now, too many fouls.
Are they, or are they just trying to favour the Brazilians, the officials here? Because there's a couple of little nothings going on here. It does have to be said. Take quickly. Range shot, well batted away there from Perignan. A long range shot almost catches Adilson off his line. Did well to recover though, the big Brazilian.
Just play too quick. I think sometimes we kick, they throw it. They haven't really got a structure at all in the way they try and play the game. It's just all about running, and it's, again, that's a little bit too aggressive, I think, really.
No, that's extremely naughty. Yeah. No, there's absolutely no need for that, and he will be sent off. Jadot punt by him will be sent off. There's no question about that.
No, that was always going to happen. Right. Totally lost his composure.
Now, a red card means he will be able to take no further part in any game, any part of the competition. Obviously, this is the semi-finals, so he won't be playing again because they will go out. It will mean that We Kick FC will go down to 4 men, which doesn't help his cause at all. He's given the yellow card, so the yellow card means that he's just off. But that should have been a red.
Should have been.
There's no question about that.
Should have been.
You can't physically turn around and try and drop kick somebody.
Let's say in an 11-a-side game, he would have been gone.
That's a 5-match ban, isn't it?
Yeah, without a doubt. Shouldn't be allowed to play in the competition again.
Well, the officials have done well here because a yellow card means that you have to miss the remainder of that half. They're not going to be playing in this tournament anymore, and just to try and stop the situation and just cool everything down, they've given the free kick because they were over-shielding the ball, but they're up against it now because they're 1 man less. Hewerton for the hat-trick comes off the post, a little bit too physical. Now he's been sent off as well. Now this is getting ridiculous. Marot has been shown his marching orders for this half. It's all going off here. Now the officials really need to clamp down on this very, very quickly. Denissen at the side, not happy at all. 2 yellow cards. He's been thrown out of the cage there, Marot.
But now Hewerton's got to keep calm. Why is he getting involved in it? They're down 2 men light. Why is he getting involved? Just stay calm. Leave the problem to the referee. Leave it to We Kick as well. They've caused themselves a big problem.
Well, now we know why they're called We Kick. Yeah. Because they do get stuck in. There's no question about that. But at the end of the day, this is sort of starting to get to farcical levels. 2 players sent off, players losing their composure. It's the semi-final of a big tournament, and it shouldn't really be happening.
No, it shouldn't be happening. Again, the referee's done well. I mean, I didn't actually see what happened there, to be perfect.
He tried to go and do him. He tried to go over the top on him.
Oh, good. Well, the referee's done well. Obviously, no contact was made, but the referee obviously saw the intent.
Yeah, there was real intent there. You could just see it coming. Now, this is where they've just got to get. Well, you can see the coach down the sideline just saying, keep your composure. Denissen, they've done well not to play him because he's a little firecracker and he doesn't mind sticking his foot in as well. We saw that in Singapore, but now, well, that was really, really cheaply given away from Ricardo. But they've only got 2 outfield players. Now, this could end up anything. So there's only a minute left, and you feel that the officials will just stop this one at the final whistle and just say enough's enough because they're chasing shadows. There's lots of time and space. Well done there, though, from Parinois, and a long-range shot almost catches out Adilson. And you can see he's not happy at all there with Fabio.
Well, that tells you something, how professional they are.
They are playing professionally in the States. A lot of them do ply their trade up there and then come back for the Brazilian season. Now this is just a training exercise where they'll just pass it around because the two white shirts have got absolutely no chance whatsoever of getting anywhere near the ball. And let's just hope that at the end of this one, everything's calmed down and there are handshakes with the players that are still left on the field of play. Probably add that extra minute on for the two altercations that happened. This is how simple the game can be. I'm just trying to be a little bit too clever there, was Ricardo, instead of trying to keep possession. Hewiton picks up the ball and, oh,
soft one.
Samran came forwards, but again, that just calms everything down again. And there is the full-time whistle. And it is going to be Florianopolis that will go through by 4-0. Same score as at half-time. But the talking points there were after the game. Jaduk received a yellow card. The boys from Brazil are not happy at all because Marok got a yellow card just afterwards that meant that they were down to 3 players on the field of play. Shameful scenes, really, but the Brazilians showed composure and showed their professionalism there, Paul.
They certainly did. I mean, just even that bit at the end there, yes, there was up against 2 players, outfield players. They just showed it, just kept moving the ball around past it. No need to go and chase it. They've got enough on the board already, knowing they had already won the game. Just kept their calm and just moved the ball around. And that's the difference between them and a lot of teams here. They just get the ball 1 and 2 touch, they try.
Well, it's the highlights that will show that they managed to score the 4 goals in the first period, which was more than enough. And you've got to say, a little bit of credit goes to Adilson in goal. He got 3 assists in that half, Paul.
That's right. I mean, I think it would be interesting just to see if any other goalkeepers can actually go and equal that or better that, or even if we find a goalkeeper who can actually play as an outfield player. That would be, you know, if we find a team like that, that means that they might be able to compete against the Brazilians in this tournament.
It is again, just flicks that ball forwards. Let's not forget that We Kick FC did do the damage earlier on today against the Dutch side. So they did have half a chance. But again, probably the goal of the game coming in there, just that little volley. And it was a nice volley, it has to be said. It was a lovely volley, wasn't it, Paul?
It well, certainly was. It's one that you'll see in all textbook with football, just how to volley a ball.
Well, there you can see, look, there is an altercation, and there, look, watch, he just kicks out, he just lashes out. It's just absolutely not acceptable. And you can see Hewiton getting involved as well. It's all gone crazy.
Yeah, that's the bit where he didn't need that, Hewiton. Why did he go in there and try and pull the lad's hair for? No need.
Oh, 2 yellow cards cost We Kick FC, but they did keep a clean sheet in the second half. But again, the Brazilians that won in Singapore look as though they could do it again here. They're going to be in the final. Who will be in the final with them? We got the second semi-final coming up from the Tiger Street Football 2011 after this short break. Make sure you join us then. Oh, well, we can hardly catch our breath here in the commentary position. It's been scintillating stuff here at the Tiger Street Football event up in Bangkok. We've just witnessed the first semi-final where the Brazilians, Florianopolis, have gone through by 4-0. All the news was from We Kick FC. They did top Group A earlier on, which is why they played who was second in Pool B, Florianopolis. And Munkun will now take on the Street Legends from Holland. And as you can see, yesterday's big winners, Big One Sport 99, missing out just on goal difference of going through to the finals. So it's a second semi-final that will see the Dutch Street Legends that was formed by Edgar Davids back in 2005, taking on this Thai side that surprised everybody, Muangkun. It should be a scintillating game, that much we do know. And if it's anything to go by that first semi-final, Paul, we should be in for a cracker.
Oh, if we can get anywhere near that, even 50% of it, we should be into something. But definitely that last game was fiery. There was obviously a lot at stake, but definitely an edge to the game, as we saw.
As you can see, the seats are getting fuller and fuller as we do get to the climax. This is going to be an interesting one. That much we do know. It is going to be the local side that get us underway in the yellow and green shirts. That's poor from the keeper, though. Rabbit just giving it away. A long range shot fired forwards by Wiwat. Hood just trying to hold